Hey guys, this is Angie at ChicnScratch. This is the card we're making today, and this is the inside. The Bird Banter stamp set and the Tutti Frutti Designer Series paper is retiring. Let me give you the supplies. So we've got garden green cardstock that measures 4 1/4 by 11. And then we've got Whisper White that is 5 1/4 by 4. That's for the inside of our card. We've got Lemon Lime Twist for the stitch circle here, and this is just a 3 by 3. And then we've got a Whisper White that's also 3 by 3. Then we've got the Tutti Frutti Designer Series paper, and that measures 4 1/4 by 2 1/4. We've got a basic black strip. This just measures approximately 3/16 by 3 inches. It's just this little teeny tiny piece here, and you could leave that off if you wanted to. And then I've got 2 more pieces of white. I've got a scrap piece, like 2 by 2 for the balloon, and then another scrap piece for the thank you here that we're going to cut that out with the classic label punch, and then use another punch to flag the ends. Okay, so let's go ahead and score the base of our card. Okay, so we're going to place it on the Simply Scored scoring tool and score it at 5 1/2. Fold this over. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take the scattered sequins embossing folder and we're just going to place it here in the folder just like that. I'm going to get the Big Shot. I've got the Big Shot platform, and we only need 1 cutting pad with this embossing folder because it's the dynamic textured one. Okay, so there's that. Next, we're going to take the Tutti Frutti Designer Series paper, place it right there. And this card was meant to show you much earlier, and because the Stampin' Blend markers went on back order, I held off showing it. They are back in stock now. So all the colors that were on back order, with the exception of Pink Purette, is now back in stock. Okay, so now we're going to take the Lemon Lime Twist ribbon. This is also retiring, so many of these items that we're using are retiring. I checked this morning though before I filmed my video, so everything that I'm showing you is still available right now. Okay, there's that. Now let's go ahead and do our inside. So we're going to take the Memento ink. Let me turn that the right direction. And then we're going to be using Rich Razzleberry for the little flowers in the corner. Uh-oh, I want to get that ink on me. I've already got the black ink all over me. So there's that flower. And then we'll stamp these 2 little ones here. We'll set that aside for a little bit, and then we'll come back over to our card. We're going to stamp the bird image, which we call this the Elvis image because that looks like our cockatiel. And we're going to stamp him on this Whisper White and then cut him out with the layering circles framelits. So I'm just going to ink him up, stamp him there, slide that over, and then I'm going to take that small Whisper White piece, which I've almost lost it, just right here, and I'm going to stamp thank you. We'll set that aside, and then I'm going to take the balloon and I'm going to stamp it on this small piece. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to cut out our bird with the layering circles framelits. So I'm going to get the Big Shot out again, and we're going to cut out the Lemon Lime Twist with the stitch shaped framelits. Okay, so I'm going to slide all these aside and get the Big Shot again. Okay, so we got the Big Shot, magnetic platform, and a cutting pad. We'll start with the Lemon Lime Twist. And then now we'll cut out the bird. Let's go ahead and color our little bird. We're using the Stampin' Blends. Like I said, they are back in stock. We're going to start with the light smoky slate, and I'm just going to add some grounding down here. And then I'm going to take the dark pumpkin pie, I'm going to take the dark Daffodil Delight, now I'm going to come in with the light Daffodil Delight. I'm going to call this my quick and dirty coloring. Okay, that looks pretty good. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the balloon real quick. Yeah, we actually want to do this first because we've got to draw the string for the balloon. And I don't know if I mentioned earlier, the new Stampin' Blends that are going to be available in the new catalog, they are not going to be available immediately in June. This is the blender. They're going to be available mid-June, so I'll make sure that I'll post it on my website when they're available. We're going to fussy cut this out now. So the existing colors that we've had of the Stampin' Blends are back in stock. The new colors, like Lovely Lipstick, will not be available on June 1st. And while I have you, on June 1st, online ordering will be down for several hours because they're transitioning to the new catalog. So it's going to be up, I want to say it's 1 p.m. Mountain Time. I'll make sure I have all those details over on my website on Thursday because the online ordering will be down at nighttime too, okay? So there's our balloon. So now what we want to do is we're going to have the balloon up here. Well, let's place this here. So I want to make sure I tell you exactly what to do. So we're going to place the balloon right about there on our card. So we want to take our marker that we have and we want to draw our string for our balloon. I'm just going to bring it down a tad, and then I'm going to draw just like the top of the string. You know how it connects to the balloon. Just a little bow. And if I had messed up that little bow thingy, I could have just put this over that and started over, but since it looks pretty darn good, we're going to call it done. Okay, we'll call that a little hack, right? So then this is going to go right in the middle of those stitched lines, and then it's going to go right about there in our card, and then we're going to pop this up with a dimensional. So let's get our dimensionals, and we want to make sure that this goes over the ribbon like that, okay? So I'm going to place it right about there, and then a dimensional on the back of this. So if you guys have been holding out on the Bird Banter stamp set, I do have another card. I'm not sure if I'm going to send it out to my newsletter or post it on my website. I will decide tomorrow. So now I'm going to take the classic label punch and cut this out. And before I flag the ends, I'm going to tell you, head over to my website, leave a comment to enter to win, and I'm going to give one person a chick stand. So this is it. It's in its package. It's just the paper piercer stand, just in case you haven't seen the chick stand, okay? So now I'm going to take the tailored tag punch, and I'm just going to flag the ends. I'm going to flag it a little bit better. A little bit shorter. So now remember that little sliver of basic black? All we're going to do is place it behind there, and we're going to take our scissors and cut it in that direction, and then over here we're going to do the same thing, okay? So all I'm going to do is put some adhesive on the back of this, and you can use your favorite adhesive. And then this is going to get added right about there. I'm just going to put a mini dimensional on the back, okay? So I'm going to place the dimensional right about there. And you can add more than one if you want. I can see that this got added a little crooked, so I'm going to straighten it up. Okay, so I'm going to pull the backing off the dimensional and add it about right there. And then last but not least, we're going to take these Tutti Frutti adhesive backed sequins. I'm so sad they're retiring, and I have oodles of them left over, so I'm probably going to be having a giveaway on my website yeah, soon. I do have a bunch of them. I do like them a lot, so okay, I'm going to add the inside of our card. So I'm just going to turn it over, put some adhesive on the back. Okay, let's see how I did. Here's our original, and here's the one I just made. Not too shabby. I just smeared my ink right there. Okay, thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye.